Hi, everybody. It's Helen Hillix, intuitive counselor and licensed therapist. And you have found me today because you're searching for change the world, and you have come to the right place. I'm so excited to meet you and to have you meet me because you are the people that I am most touched by. And, it could make me cry any second now, but I'm serious. It touches me so much to have people, thousands of people every month, looking for the topic of change the world. And that's what we need, isn't it, guys? We need to change the world. We need to help the world become a more loving, compassionate place where everybody gets their needs met, where everybody feels safe and worthy, where everybody matters. And that's what you're looking for, is you're looking for information that will support you and help you understand how to change the world. And you've come to the right place because that's what I believe in too. And my particular focus of that, and this may not apply to you, you may be looking for more about marches or something like that. But if you're looking for ways to change the world by changing yourself, then you've come to the right place. I love this cartoon, and you may have seen it. I've seen it on Facebook over and over again, where there's a guy at the pulpit and there are hundreds of people out in the audience, and he says, how many of you would like to change the world? And everybody puts their hand up. There are hundreds and hundreds of people with their hands up. And then the next picture is, how many of you would like to change? Nobody had their hands up. So I'm hoping that you are looking up Change the World, because you're one of those rare people that knows that in order to change the world, you get to change. I get to change. We all get to change, because we're never going to change the world if we don't change, are we? We're never going to change the world if we don't change the way we feel, the way we react to other people, the way we treat our partners and our children and our coworkers and our bosses and our government and everybody else. We are not going to change the world unless we change. And that's what I'm all about. I am also a spiritual activist. And that's what I mean by change the world, is we get to change ourselves so that we live by universal spiritual principles that mean that everybody matters. That means that we respect all life. That means that we believe in the oneness. Some of you may quit listening to this right now, which is totally fine. But the rest of you that are listening, let's keep going. I'm here to offer my gifts. I've been an intuitive counselor and licensed therapist and spiritual activist later in life, but I've been those other things for 35 years. And I have a lot of wisdom to offer you that I have learned in those 35 years of working with clients and 69 years of being a human being. I've learned a tremendous amount, and I want to share that with more and more people, and that's what I'm here for. So you can find all kinds of information that's going to help you change yourself, which will help you change the world. Let's make no mistake. And all of those videos that are listed here on YouTube, my podcast, which is called From My Heart to Yours. And the tagline says, Helen wants to change the world by healing our hearts. And that's exactly what I'm here to offer, is all the wisdom that I have about how to change yourself, how to heal yourself, how to heal your relationships, how to offer your gifts to the world. And you'll find all kinds of life skills on my podcast and here on the YouTube channel. You'll find all kinds of healing and inspiring guests, interviews who are all about changing the world, all about changing the world. And whether it's Lucas Mack talking about men and what it's like to be a modern man with all the different conflicting messages and how men get to learn to be the safest person in the room, to Salt Freedom, who is an amazing, badass rock star of social, of branding, media branding. And, you know, also a woman of God who is completely devoted to self-awareness and changing herself, scrupulously examining every motive of her own so that she can help change the world. Anyway, on and on and on. Dana Ferris talks about the mind, body, spirit connection. And Amber Valdez talks about, you know, she is the life purpose cheerleader, and she talks about, you know, light workers and what's our responsibility of, you know, overcoming and changing the world. Anyway, it's all about that, guys. And my personal profession is about offering all these different perspectives, offering all this different information, offering all these life skills so that you can change yourself and thereby change the world. And I also, of course, being a counselor, I also am able to take you very deep to change the world by healing the traumas that happened to you in your past that still impact you today, whether they inhibit you from enjoying sex, or they inhibit you from being able to relate and be intimate with anyone because you're so self-protective, or they inhibit you because you've learned to be aggressive as a way to hide your vulnerability. And so you are negative and aggressive in the world. Whatever it is, I can help you heal that so that you can change yourself, so that you can change the world. And you know what, guys, even if you are the leader of a powerful movement, you get to change yourself so that you're not coming from a place of ego, because that's the other thing, is our world is dominated by ego and greed and competition and all the manifestations of ego. And if we're really going to change the world, we get to heal ourselves first so that we are much more spiritually aligned, and we are guided by those universal human rights and that universal spirituality that guides us to believe that everyone matters. And if you have a lot of ego investment in even something as wonderful as changing the world, you're still going to contaminate things. So thank you for looking up Change the World. I love you for that. I feel supported by you looking up that topic, and I want to support you to truly change the world by healing your own heart and changing all that you can internally and clearing away all the clutter so that you can truly be a light in the world. And that is what's going to change the world, is everyone being a light in the world and offering everything that we have, offering all of our gifts, not from a place of ego, but from a place of oneness, from a place of knowing that I will never be happy if you're not happy. So let's get together, guys, and let's do the hard work. And sometimes it's not even hard. Sometimes it's just a blessing. You know, we can let go something very easily. But let's do the work of changing ourselves so that we can change the world. And subscribe to my podcast and my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And take advantage of my free gift, which is how to do a redo. If we all learned, everyone in the world learned how to do a redo, that would change the world right there. So it's about how to redo mistakes, hurtful things that have happened. So please take advantage of that. It's a beautiful graphic with the 7 powerful steps of how to do a redo. And it's coupled with a video that tells you everything about how to practice it and in detail, step by step. And also, if you would like to work with me individually to do all these things that I told you about, I'd be honored to talk to you. And you can contact me at helen@helenhillocks.com. You can find out more about me on my website at Helen Hillocks. And I hope you will visit me soon and often, and that you will continue devoting yourself to changing the world. From my heart to yours, I love you.